Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Between Two Barbells. I'm your host, Tatum McCann. This is my co-host, Alex Taros. And we have a couple things and his energy drinks, as always. To be fair, I'm still on coffee today, but my monster is sitting waiting for me for when I finish this, inevitably during this podcast.
It's not even
Today
8 o'clock with where I'm at, Tatum. It's too early for this.
Well, sorry, I am currently not at home in Kentucky, but I'm traveling to my sister to help out because she just had a baby. Number
Woo!
three.
Woo!
Woo! So I am in Podunk Nowhere, South Dakota, which is actually slightly less rural than where I live in Podunk Nowhere, Kentucky. Why be around people when you could not? All right, but today we're going to be getting into. You competed this last weekend at 805 Strongest down in Thousand Oaks, California, correct?
I did, along with our other athlete that we had on the podcast, Jeremiah.
Whoop. And
Yeah,
y'all
it was.
crushed it.
Yeah, I took first in the '90s. He took first in the '80s. We both got Nats invites, so we're going to Texas, baby.
We're going to Texas.
I love competing in Texas. Just there's something about Texas and strongman, barbecue, and sweaty men that just lift heavy rocks. Like they just go together.
Oh my goodness. I do not enjoy Texas.
Well, sucks to suck.
I know. But we'll get to see our friends, and that I am excited for.
We'll get to see the friends. We'll get to go to stockyards. We'll get to see some longhorns. We'll maybe do some line dancing. Maybe go to a rodeo.
Go to a
There's a
rodeo.
rodeo in the same parking lot as the venue every Saturday night, Tatum.
Let's go to Mesquite, Texas.
As long as no one freaking places, we have to go to the banquet. We could just go to the rodeo.
I don't think we're supposed to root against placing at nationals.
I really want to go to the rodeo though. We didn't go last time.
I know we didn't go to the rodeo last time. We'll see. We'll see how this year goes. But this was your first comp as a 90 kilo. Talk to me about that.
First official 90 kilo. Um, I have done 90 kilo shows in the past, but it was always just to qualify and go back down to the 80s. I can no longer cut, and in fact, I bulked too hard and had to cut a whole 2 pounds.
No.
Oh no, considering you multiply that by 10, and that's what I used to cut down from to compete in the 80s. Um, you know, cutting 20 pounds versus 2 pounds, I think I would rather take the 2 pounds any day of the week.
Yeah, that's
Even so much, I went to Knott's the day before this comp and went on some roller coasters. Like, I had a blast. I ate all the food, went on all the rides. You could tell that I was very serious for this competition.
mm-hmm.
Very serious. No, but the mindset going into it was just to get a Nats invite because I'm going off to my internships for physical therapy, so I kind of want to just chill at the beginning of the year. And I knew that with these weights at the local level in California, which is, I think, really hit or miss depending on the show, can be very much a walk in, do your thing, and then walk out. I only competed against one person in the 90s. When we got combined with the 105's and novice men open, open masters over 40. So there was actually 11 of us total. I got fourth out of 11 in that miss bundle of athletes, which met some really cool people. Saw some really great performances. Um, our athlete Jeremiah absolutely killed it in the 80s. Um, really winning two events, then placing nowhere outside the top three in his kind of bundle of people, which involved a master's class and um, believe a novice in there as well. But again, he killed it and beat everyone in his kind of overall class. Yeah, for me, just The log killed me. For me, it was a 200-pound log for reps. I am not conditioned for reps right now. Log is also the bane of my existence for everyone that knows me. I got 3 reps, missed the fourth, called it a day. So I remember telling my judge about halfway through, I'm like, man, this is heavy. And then always fist bump your judges after the comp because they're there sitting in the sun, wasting their Saturday. Farmers, I hate those farmer handles. Like, it's a high pick, but I have had really bad things happen multiple comps in a row with those farmer handles, as you know, Tatum. Um, yeah, considering there was a no drop rule for both the farmers and the yoke, I went super conservative on the the farmers, so that way I didn't drop them. Finished in just over 16 seconds at 220 per hand. I thought that was solid enough, but again, I believe, the lightest person, maybe second lightest person in this class. I weighed in at 89.6 kilos. And considering everyone else starts with a 1 and then has three uh 3 places before the decimal point, I consider that a win. um Yoke 16 and a half seconds. It was 5:10. Um we're going to get into a little bit of coach's corner right now.
Let's go.
So the yoke run was very interesting where the guy that I was going against, I have no idea his name. He was in a different class than me, so I didn't really care. I was just watching whatever the guy I was competing against was doing. He was ahead of me until the transition. After the transition, I was ahead. So, and this is my kind of thing as a coach where, we have these moving events that involve a lot of movement within the event, whether it's underneath the implement or without the implement. People don't seriously work on their transitions. I know transitions was something that I hammered in my short little prep for this because I knew that could be the difference maker.
Hmm.
You know, and kind of like my biggest tips is be fast, do the quick turn, don't get out from underneath the yoke or step out from the farmers if you can. Obviously, if it's super heavy, because I've had those times where, it's better to just take a step out, take a few breaths, and then get right back to work. But if it's light like this, stepping out of the yoke is just wasted seconds. And it really showcased. Can you put in the video? I wish you could put in the video.
I think I can. Insert video
Okay.
here.
Come on, Alex.
Video there. You know, when, and I remember looking at this guy and he stepped out and I go, oh, okay, I'm going to win. Just that kind of like just get right back in there, right back to work, I think could be the difference maker in a lot of people's performances, not only at the local level, but at the very high level. I know a lot of high level athletes that train the speed and the turns, and they really break down every part of the event. That's something that I do with my athletes too. I feel like an event like this, where it's just down and back, just a sprint, could be won or lost in the transitions. So, yeah, just a little coach's corner with that. Last event, the monkey grip deadlift. For those that don't know a monkey grip deadlift, which Tatum, you have no idea. Nope.
No?
Nope.
Dang.
It's a rope attachment that you loop onto a barbell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had 4 attempts, and I had minorly torn my callus a week prior to this comp, so I went very conservative and opened at 150 kilos. And then it felt really good. My hand was holding up. This is also after, doing a log, having to hold that, farmers having to hold that. Um, and it was really hard to see what my competitor was doing because he was on a different platform than me. So I just kept keeping an eye out. It ended up being I just stuck in my own lane because I figured he was on the 5 kilo jump platform. I was on the 10 kilo jump platform. So I took 150, 190, and then I jumped to 205. Because after I took the 190 and had a successful lift, there was no way I was losing. So I went for broke, made a bigger jump, and I hit 205, which is a 5 kilo PR. I remember struggling the week before at 200 kilos. Um, so yeah, hit 205. I'm pretty sure I was good for 210, maybe 215. But then again, that's kind of one of those questions that the world will never know because I do not intend on doing this deadlift ever again. There's something about just grip, grip deadlifts in general. So like the only one I actually enjoy is double overhand axle. You know, I've done a Saxon bar; those suck. For those that don't know what a Saxon bar, picture just like a cube, like you're holding a cube in your hand. There's like different dimensions on them and all that stuff, but it just eats up your hands. It as one of the legends in the sport of grip, Ode Hagen states, if it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right with a Saxon bar. So, but our athlete Jeremiah also killed it. He beat me on the monkey grip deadlift. um, he did his log. It was a 170 log for reps. He won his class with 9 repetitions. Farmers 200 in 13.68 seconds. He's had a lot of work done on those farmers. Yoke, he dropped it before the finish line. So he got a distance of 87 feet out of 90. Yeah.
Was
Not
that just like a misjudgment, or did he like drop?
that was him going too fast for his own good. He was moving. I don't think he was on pace for another sub 15-second run on yoke. His yoke weight was 470, which I remember when he first started working with us, that was like an ask to complete. And now he's over here just full on sprinting with it. Um, for the monkey grip, he was very conservative. He had hit 230. Didn't hold it, but he hit 230 kilo in training. It was just a boom, quick lockout, and then it was back on the ground. So don't know if he would have gone to the down call in competition. He came up to me, and this is where kind of like another coach's corner type thing. He came up to me and he goes, "It feels off." And I go, "Okay. What do you want to do?" And he's like, "Well, I don't think it's there." And I go, "So just put a decent number on the board." And then we set him up where the fourth attempt was either going to go or it's not going to go. I believe he attempted 225 kilo and he missed it, but that was okay. With that, you go back to your last successful attempt, which was 210. I basically told him if he wants to do 225 kilo, he needs to at least do 210 in his third attempt. And then if he wanted to do 230, I would have liked him to be at 215, 220 to set him up for that
Mm-hmm.
230 attempt. Uh, he ended up not needing it. He won the entire class by a point. Did exactly what he needed to do, which I think if you can do the minimal amount of work and still come up on top, you're in a very good standing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it was a great day. We ended up getting some beers after with the boys, and yeah, then we ended up getting some whiskey.
Goodness. All right, I have a question for you. I want to
What?
hear your thoughts because we'll focus on this deadlift event in particular because weightlifting and strongman are a little bit different. And it kind of just depends on the event because strongman has changing rules at literally every competition because why would you have anything standardized? In Olympic lifting, you get 3 attempts per lift. So there's kind of a strategy that you approach, and it depends on the kind of athletes you have. Some athletes on comp day are they're gonna end up PRing. They just like the energy is there, the vibes are there, and you kind of expect that this is the kind of athlete who pulls it out on comp day. You're an athlete like that. You usually can like pull it out on comp day when you're like in it.
Hmm.
I'm not. I have never PR'd an actual lift at a competition. Never in my life have I successfully done that. It's just like that's not the kind of athlete I am. I do my best in training. I compete for I don't know. I for giggles and to get like shiny medals. I don't actually like that's not where I am pushing myself the most.
Hmm.
That's just competing for the sake of competition and having a measurement and having the standards and everything that goes with that. So for me, my first attempt is something that I can like I know on my worst day I can hit this lift. It's going to be like
Yeah.
decently heavy, but like I would be very surprised if I missed my opener.
Hmm.
That being said, I almost always miss my opener snatch, but that's like a nerves thing. It happens.
Hmm.
From there, my next jump is usually something that I'm like, I'm pretty happy with this. Like, I can
Hmm.
probably get it. There's some question mark. I'm hitting this like 65, 70% of the time in training. It's
Hmm.
probably there, and it's a number that I'm like, okay, this is probably going to be like my last actual successful attempt. So I'm good with that. And then my last one will be like, I've never hit this on the comp floor before, so like, let's see how it goes. I just kind of like add 1 kilo as I go on that.
Hmm.
For a lot of athletes, we take a different approach. So athletes like you, it's your opener is still something that like 85% of the time you're gonna hit that.
Yeah.
And the next one is gonna be like we're just about at where your max usually sits, and third attempt is like we're gonna kind of send it, especially if
Hmm.
those first two attempts went as expected.
Hmm.
That last attempt is a full send. You guys
Yeah.
had 4 attempts.
Hmm.
So how do you make those adjustments for your athletes and what is your like mental approach on that with having a different number of attempts?
So it's not necessarily a different approach to it. It's a hey, you get a warm up on the comp floor to just go feel it out. So that's like basically as if you're taking your last lift in the warm up area um, at the weightlifting comp, and then just putting it on the floor. So that way you could feel the bar, feel the weights, feel just being on the platform and stuff like that. I know for me, for this one, since I tore my callus, it was pretty much healed on the day, which very thankful for. I gave myself kind of like a window between like 150 and 170 to go ahead and lift on the floor. And then from there, it was just feeling it out and then making my jumps. I actually did not expect to be making 20-kilo jumps at this comp. I expected to make like 10. But again, I didn't see what the other guy I was competing against was doing. So then I was forced. And like, you know me, I love the game. I love the strategy game. Um, there's also been times where we just kind of sit back, look at what they do, and then put pressure on the other guy to go ahead and hit a max, or at least push them to hit a very high percentage. There's also been times where, prep hasn't necessarily gone so well, and I've had to sandbag in a comp. Like if we go back to the Arnold this year, I think I ended with a 210 and I only took 2 attempts. So yeah, like there's definitely been times where I've had to sandbag and just get numbers on the board and try to scrum up at least some points, which I've seen that happen to people. I've seen people just do that and people miss. Next thing you know, you're a little bit higher up on the leaderboard versus all the way down at the bottom. So it really just it depends on the day. And I think the good part about, strawman is that only at the high level shows you have to put in your next attempt number pretty much right after you get off. Other than that, at the local level, it's very much okay. The bar's loaded to this number. Who wants it?
Hmm.
And then you just raise your hand and you get in the line. So it's like you could very much just, hey, how's it feeling? Oh, it's feeling good. Okay, we'll wait for the next jump. Eat
Yeah.
your Rice Krispies, drink your water. You know, just all that stuff. So yeah, it's a shift. You take your last warm up and you put it on the competition floor, and then it's still a 3 event or 3 lift event. So, in my opinion, I think if you use that and you open way too heavy, you're just hindering yourself a little bit more, especially since we had a rule where we couldn't make a custom jump outside of the 5 kilos until it was our last one, or if we decided to do it on our second lift, that was our last attempt. So very much just stick to the basics. Don't try to get fancy with it.
It sounds like it was a good comp and you had a good time. I'm glad to hear that you and Jeremiah both qualified for nationals. I think we're going to see a lot of great athletes there, just like we did this past year. I think it'll be a good time as we mosey around Texas. Freaking Texas.
Oh yeah, the barbecue, the rodeo, the rodeo.
Are you bringing your cowboy hat?
Hell yeah, I am. I got talked out of not bringing it last year. I'm definitely bringing it this year for my headshot. Yeah, I do not care.
Yeah,
So
that'll
it's
be
just a
fun.
matter of which one am I bringing.
Yeah, no, at one of the USAW meets, it was either AO2s or AO finals, I don't remember. I was there coaching one of our masters athletes at the time, and the like prize for your division, you like got a cowboy hat.
Hmm.
It was either that or if you were 6 for 6. One of them was like you got a cowboy hat, so everyone was just walking around the comp in Texas with their little cowboy hats on. It was pretty fun.
Well, I think, and Strawman Corp, if you're listening to this, take a page out of what America's Strongest Man did last year in Texas. Contact Derek Owens. Let the winners get buckles. Everyone loved it, and I think that would just be a great trophy. Obviously, you could still make the plaques, but if you have the money, do a buckle.
Do a buckle.
Do a
All right,
buckle.
question for you.
What?
Do you think that you try harder at comps that have like cool prizes?
Yes,
Do you really?
absolutely. If
See,
there if there's something cool or money, it adds a level of intensity. You know, just like this past weekend, I was just there for a Nats invite. That's all I wanted. You go to Nats, OSG, stuff like that, where there's, titles on the line and, maybe cooler trophies or prizes, stuff like that. You definitely try harder. The entire room tries harder.
hmm
Yeah. So, because I mean, yeah. And also, can we just also talk about one thing? If there
go
needs to
to
be a tiebreaker event at nationals,
mechanical bull.
mechanical bull. Some people probably don't even know this, but the official tiebreaker for America's Strongest Man last year in Texas was a mechanical bull ride. It was going to be operated by Derek, I believe, the guy that ran the show, so that way he could buck us off of a bull for dealing with our all weekend. Um, But I thought that was like the best thing ever too. Cause like who wants to see a Max Stonlow put some strongman on a mechanical bull and just see who could hang on the longest? It's technically a grip event.
I go back and forth on like that seems super fun and like I would love watching that. As a spectator, I'm like absolutely mechanical bull. Let's do it. As someone who understands but is not in the sport, I'm like, okay, but is it like really strongman related? Like, does it discredit the efforts put in if the tiebreaker is something that's like so unrelated to the sport?
I mean, knowing the majority of the strongman world, I feel like I would be less upset if I lost due to a mechanical bull ride versus like an event that I'm really good at and I
Yeah.
just lost. Like I think it very much evens the playing field because everyone's presented with something that odds are you've never done sober unless you don't drink. Um and just or you've never done it at all. So I think it's the most fair. You get a complete event out of the bottom of the barrel and you just okay, get on. Everyone gets in a line Whoever can hang on the longest.
All right.
Because think about
Just
it.
hear it.
Someone asks you, so how did that comp go? Oh, we got down to a tiebreaker. I was going for a podium spot, and yeah, I just lost. Oh, what was the event? Mechanical bull ride. When did you become a bull rider?
See, I think that's better. Weightlifting, if you have a tie where like both athletes put up the same total, they then go into what you weighed in at. It's like you're competing in weight classes, your actual like what you weigh in at doesn't matter. It's not like powerlifting where it like affects your dots at all. It's just like what your actual weigh in weight that whoever is lighter ends up winning. But if you guys weighed in at the exact same weight and you both lifted the exact same weight, you received like an arbitrary random number. And whoever has, I think it's like the lower number of those two, that's who wins. It's just like a poll.
That's so stupid.
We don't have tiebreaker events.
Yeah, they should make some.
It doesn't happen often that two athletes will have the same total and have weighed in at exactly the same.
Well, personally, I think whoever weighed in lightest rule is also very stupid. I've been a part of comps where it's like just one person did better at cutting than the other. Like, are you kidding me? I spent all this time, all this money to just get second based on my ability to lose weight. Like, that is so dumb. I say, and this is going to be so controversial, load up 80% of each lifter and you go back and forth until someone misses.
Oh, no, I hate that.
You flip a coin, heads is snatch, tails is clean and jerk.
I hate that so much.
Load up 80%, and then it's just a one for one battle. Same platform. Look at each other too. Platform's big enough.
Yeah, that's why you do strongman and I do weightlifting, because that sounds miserable. I would rather it be like, you know what, you weighed in lighter, you win.
No, I'd rather earn it.
It is earned. Cutting is a
No,
part of it. Then
cutting is.
the first event is making weight.
So you're telling me if you go to a national championship and you get second because you weighed in at 49.1 and the
You
girl
can't weigh
next
in
to you,
over 49 kilos.
huh?
Oh, I guess they did allow an allowance for singlets now that you're not allowed to weigh in nude. Controversial take. Bring back nude weigh-ins. As someone who's had to do that a number of times, like it's chill. It's not a big deal. Minors could never do it. That wasn't an issue. Bring back nude weigh-ins. They're giving us like a singlet allowance now. I don't recall what the number is off the top of my head, but you're allowed to be like slightly over your weight because you're weighing in a singlet. I think that's dumb.
Yeah, we're all adults.
Yeah,
And I
I
mean
think
they probably cover you up so that way they could just see the scale.
nope.
Oh,
You're just in like a convention hall room. There's like two women sitting at the table. I like take out all of my piercings, trying to get out my tragus because I was like, it's gonna matter when I like just needed to make weight. And then yeah, you just strip everything off, you step on the scale, you're good. You usually start like I think my first start I'll like be in like a sports bra and underwear. And then if I'm over, I'd be like, all right, let's go. Let's take it off. Let me take my hair tie out. Let me get everything off to like get that little bit. Allow nude weigh-ins.
I mean, if people are game for it, by all means, we're all adults.
Yeah, and I feel like having something like you described would probably be like better for people who are uncomfortable and stuff like I get that. But also maybe this is a me thing because I'm so like deeply desensitized to other people's bodies. I'm like, dude, it's a body. I think nudity is seen as like such a weird thing when in reality that's how we came into this world. Like it's not a big deal. And that's a me thing. I know that's a me thing. But like, I don't know.
So we're getting weird on this episode. Okay.
I think it's like peak body neutrality. It's just like, yeah, people are naked. Like it's a body is a body is a body is a body. Like you're not that there's nothing weird here.
Okay.
Tatum's takes.
It was
I
fun.
think for our next thing, we're not going to talk about nudity anymore, don't worry. We're going to get into. We went through our top five last week when we were ranking energy drinks, which tells me that's probably time.
I got Tropical Storm this week.
This exploded a little bit when I opened it. The one and only. Lifting snacks. I think we're gonna have different opinions on this. I can see if I can find like an actual ranking list on the internet. But like if you had to rank your like top 5 favorite things, is it the same for you lifting in the gym versus like at comp?
Yeah, I don't change.
What are your top 5 lifting snacks?
I think number 5, a banana. Number 5 would be a banana for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if I'm starting to cramp, then I'll just have a banana real fast. Number 4, probably protein bar, but it's very hit or miss because protein bars can be so dense. I don't want to feel like I'm overly full when I lift. Number 3, Rice Krispie treats. Light, airy, always reliable. Just, yeah. Plus the pump goes so good with them. Number 2, Nerd clusters. Love me some nerd
I knew that was
clusters. Yeah. Like there's been so many times where you've had to like toss them in my mouth before I go out for an event and stuff like that. And plus the research behind it, according to the legendary Nathan Payton, they are goat.
goaded.
Number 1. You could probably guess my number 1. What do you think my number 1 is,
You
Tatum?
already said Rice Krispies. You're an Uncrustables guy.
Number 1 is
So you go
Uncrustables.
Swedish fish.
No, I
Is it
got away from Swedish
Uncrustables?
fish.
I was like, it's 50
Mhm.
50 between Uncrustables and Swedish fish.
Swedish fish is not even in my top 5 anymore.
No. You've moved
No,
past
it
that.
used
You're
to
a nerd
be,
cluster guy now.
yeah. Swedish fish just stick to the teeth, and it's like, yeah, you're like messing around with it. Nerd clusters, it's just you know what you get. Um, but yeah, Uncrustables all the way. Just it's a peanut butter and jelly, and it's super easy. Sits well. Um, yeah, I used to do like these wraps type of thing where it was like deli meat, lettuce, mayo, some cheese all wrapped in a tortilla. And like those are really good on if you're competing outside and it's hot because you just throw those in your cooler and then they stay cold and it's super easy to get down. Because for some reason it's like I hate warm food when I compete. I don't know about you, but like I remember this one comp they provided us food and it was rice and meat. Um, each competitor got a free plate and I went and got food and I about wanted to throw up as I was getting ready for my next event. And then that was the first and last time I've ever had warm food at a competition. It's like
Yeah.
I see these people downing beef and rice and all this stuff and I'm like if it works for you, it works for you, but definitely not for me. But what about you, Tatum? What's your
Yeah.
lifting snacks?
All right.
Oh
To
wait, I
absolutely no
haven't
one's surprise.
I have an honorable mention.
Honorable
Frozen
mention?
grapes. Frozen grapes. Frozen grapes
A
is
lot of
my
people
honorable
like
mention.
grapes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those hit
A
so
lot of people
good.
like frozen grapes.
Yeah. But all right. I've interrupted
I
you
had it
enough.
pulled up. Oh, you're chilling. I had it pulled up and I lost it. Comp day snacks. I know, I'm the worst. But yeah, all of these, I'm like reading these results on like what people say is their like top whatever. And I'm like, these are incorrect. Not
Based
to say
on
that
your
people have wrong
standard?
opinions, but sometimes people have wrong opinions.
Well,
Hmm?
what's their opinion? And let's talk about it. Why is it controversial?
Okay, okay. So we're on like Greek yogurt pouches. No, absolutely not.
I mean,
Trail mix.
trail mix I could see. The Greek yogurt
I guess.
pouches.
Yeah, because people are like, oh, you gotta make sure you're getting in protein. I will tell you what I've
Oh
told
my,
I've told all of our athletes. When it comes to comp day, I don't care if there is an ounce of protein in your system. I don't care.
your body,
I don't
yeah,
care what your
your body
macros
will be
are. I don't
fine.
care. Sugar.
Yeah.
I need carbs in you. Fats the night before, which is why you go to Chili's, you get your chips and stuff. Carbs, fats, salts to help you refuel post weigh in. But like day of, get some sugar in your system, dog. Like it's about those fast burning carbs that are gonna have to help you actually like compete.
Oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
bananas, rice cakes, trail mix, pretzels, Greek yogurt or hummus.
Are you dipping the pretzels in the hummus
Maybe.
or the Greek yogurt?
There's a different
Because if that
ranking. So number 5 is fruit and cereal mix. So apples or melons with dry cereal for crunch and energy.
energy,
Granola
sugar.
or breakfast ball. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've seen
guess.
that a lot. I've seen a lot of granola comps.
Yeah. That one
Carbs.
makes more sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, Greek yogurt pouches, rice cakes with toppings, so like honey, jam, nut butter. That's fine.
that's usually my IV snack. Just something light and easy to get down after starving myself for months.
Yeah. And then number 1 is a banana and peanut butter wrap.
Banana and peanut butter wrap.
Yeah, you ever made like a peanut butter banana roll up?
No.
Made them for the kids all the time. You coat a tortilla with peanut butter and then you cut up a banana and
What
you
if you
roll
did
it
that
all
with
up and you
Nutella?
put it into little slices and you make sushis out of it. Huh?
What if you did that with Nutella? I feel like that would be so much better.
People do that too. Or they'll do like peanut butter, jelly, Nutella in like different sections, then do the banana all throughout and like roll it up. People have their own things. All right.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm going to say probably none of these. Day, weightlifting is different because you don't get a 24-hour refeed. You're like less than 2 hours from weigh-in time to platform time. Like it's a really fast-moving day. So like at a weightlifting comp, because you usually haven't eaten and you need something with some sustenance to it, a lot of people go for like Panda. I do love me some like Panda or Chipotle for like immediate refeed. You're not eating a ton of it, but just enough to make you feel like, okay, I have something in me. It's like
Yeah.
that I'll go with. But like actually while I'm lifting, while I'm competing, does Monster count?
No, it's a drink.
Okay.
Notice how my list didn't include
I don't think
Gatorade.
I have things that I'll eat.
I mean, my
It has
list
like
didn't
liquid
include.
IV, Monster.
That's all before game day for me,
Okay,
so that's why I
next.
didn't include it.
Yeah, that's where our sports differ a lot. But on comp day, like actually you're having snacks while you're lifting. Um, I think I only have like 4. I don't have a ton of different snacks with me. My number 1 is for sure, you know what it is. What's my number 1 snack to eat while I'm lifting?
Sour Patch, watermelon.
Sour Patch watermelon, specifically.
Yeah, I said that.
Sour Patch watermelon is my number 1. They're delicious.
Number 2.
Um, okay. Number 2, this one is going to be something that most people don't agree with me with, and that's fine. I take mini marshmallows with me. Mini marshmallows are such a good, like, comp day snack. I love marshmallows. I understand that makes me sound like I'm 5, but I love mini marshmallows. They have to be the
Oh,
Jet Puffed ones, like, name brand only on these. But, like, just to have, they're just sugar. They will melt in your mouth. Like, you just need, like, a little something. Mini marshmallows will do it for me.
that's a weird
Look at
one.
me how you want this one. I know. It's a me thing. But yeah, mini marshmallows. Nerd clusters will be my number 3. Mini marshmallows are only ever for competition day though. They're not a gym lifting snack. Exclusively on comp day.
Why?
I don't know. They hit right. They give me a good little boost of
You mean
dopamine.
you mean you don't compete every day while you're in the gym?
No.
Sorry, I'm trying to be inspirational gym bro over here.
Me versus me every gym.
Me, me versus me. All I think about is gym protein,
Protein.
protein.
No, but this morning I did do push-ups with a 3-year-old on my back, so
Oh,
teach their own.
moving up from a 2-year-old. That's great.
She's almost 4, so
Oh wow,
basically,
are you gonna be there for her birthday? Because then you could
no, I'll
set
be
a
home by then.
PR.
I mean, there's a 7-year-old, but honestly, I don't know if I could do a push-up with him on my back. He's almost as big as me.
I mean, that's not that hard, but yeah. Um,
For you. Okay, lifting snacks. Stop interrupting me. Thank you. Number 1, Sour Patch Watermelon. Number 2, mini marshmallows. Number 3, nerd clusters. I feel like they just hit different. I don't know what it is about them that makes them so addicting, but like there's something in them.
it's the chemical that releases glycogen very fast.
Yeah, but like more than any other like gummy lifting snack, sugar, whatever, nerd clusters. Not the nerd ropes. Those don't hit the same.
No,
It's just those.
it's the gummy center with the crunchy outer crust. Like, chef's kiss.
Number 4, I like strawberries on comp day,
Hmm.
especially in between that. Like, I ate some real food to refuel, and like I'm lifting. Strawberries just like they're light enough and they're sugary enough that I'm like, okay, like these they make me feel good. And when I'm like deep in a weight cut and don't have a ton of carbs in my system, strawberries are my go-to for my like pre-lift or during lift snack because they give me just enough to make me feel like I can conquer the world when I'm starving.
Hmm.
I like strawberries. I don't really know if I have like a number 5. That's basically everything I keep on me, like comp day wise.
Frozen grapes, throw them in.
I don't love frozen grapes because I have sensitive teeth, so like cold things. It's like I drink most of my beverages lukewarm. I prefer tepid.
So you're telling me when we were in a parking lot in Coachella Valley and it was 100 degrees outside, frozen grapes didn't slap.
They would have slapped, I will give you that.
Hmm.
But usually it's like a little bit cold in the convention centers where we're lifting or in like the gyms. Like, I don't want something cold. I don't compete in a parking lot. Weightlifters are civilized.
I mean, Strawman was built in parking lots, so.
I know. So we're weightlifters are like pretentious ballerinas when it comes to strength sports. Strongmen
Yeah,
are
you
like rednecks.
you guys are the rich bougie kids that if you didn't play tennis, you got into weightlifting. I don't know.
The irony of that is that strongman costs so much more to get into. Like all of the equipment that you have, like as a single person to wear, significantly more expensive.
If you
As
think
far as
about
your
it,
like implements and everything, because there's so many, so much more expensive.
if you think about it though, the equipment that I wear and that other people wear, it's optional at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like someone could easily just walk in with their lifting belt and their lifters that they got off Amazon and then just go and compete. So I just like it because it makes me feel secure.
You just need your little security blanket
Yeah, it's
of
my
elbow
security blanket.
sleeves and knee sleeves and 3 belts and
Two
your
belt.
grip shirts and your grip shorts and your it was hyperbole for the sake of argument. Thank you. Your grip shirts and your grip shorts and your deadlift suits and your deadlift shorts. You only ever wear 2 belts at a time, but you have a lever belt, you have a soft belt, and you have your underbelt.
So soft belt and underbelt are the same things. And then I just wear my lever belt.
No, but don't you have like a
Like a two
tupude
poot?
esque one?
No.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend took it.
But you
That hasn't.
used to. Okay.
Yeah. Now I got away from that. I just used my lever belt. $275 for that thing. I'm gonna use it. So
That's
so
fair.
yeah. But
Yeah.
we can't all just get
But
away
yeah,
with.
weightlifters. Yeah. My first weightlifting belt I got at like Dick's Sporting Goods. It cost me like 25 bucks. And my lifters were a pair of like hand-me-down ones from my sister. I didn't use any knee sleeves or wrist wraps until I was like 7 years into the sport. I was meh. So I think my like intro to weightlifting, the most expensive thing I bought was my barbell, and that's 100% because I just like having my own barbell. I
Mhm.
also like didn't have one at the gym when I got started, but like generally speaking, a weightlifter would never have to buy their own equipment like that.
Yeah.
For a single athlete, you can for sure get into weightlifting with like necessary equipment for like 60 bucks.
Oh yeah, for sure. But then it's like you get all fancy with the lifters and like now you get a brand new set of lifters depending on where you get them from. Like they could set you back $200.
I'm pretty sure my Luja Junes were 275.
Bro. The ones that got stolen?
But I also my original like huh?
The ones that got stolen were lagging a lot.
No, those were my second pair of Antas. So my first pair of Antas I got when I was 16. I
Mhm.
still have those. Um, and I wore those for 8 years, 6 days a week, and they're still in great condition. They're like
Mhm.
a little beat up from just being there, but like those shoes will last a lifetime. I have not a single doubt about that. I got a new pair of Antas just because they were like a Christmas present or something. And then my gym bag got stolen out of my car and they got stolen with it, which was a
Yeah.
bummer. And I got my Lou Juns because I wanted new lifters. They're like what brought me into my last nationals. No, I think I got them after my last nationals. That was my like, okay, I've closed my chapter. Here's new shoes. And I really like them. But I also admittedly did get them for free for doing like some advertising work for them. I would buy those though. Like I would spend 275 bucks on those shoes. They are the closest to like the original Antas that I have ever seen, which are
Yeah.
essentially the same shoe as the Romaleo 2, which are probably like arguably one of the best weightlifting shoes ever made.
Then there's me over here on like his third or fourth set of Romaleo 4s.
All
Outro.
right,
Go.
that's gonna wrap us up for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow us on the socials. Between Two Barbells PC on all of our socials, and our channel is Between Two Barbells. Yeah, we put out new episodes every Friday at noon Central Time, just about, depending on how long it takes to upload.
Peace.
Peace out. 8 Town.